My name is Woody Mosten, and you asked me to talk about, I do not like talking about awards, but I'm very proud of some of the recognition I've had from my peers. Probably one of the most important awards has been Peacemaker of the Year from the Southern California Mediation Association, both because peacemaking is important to me and it's home. You know, it's nice to be able to be a rock star other places, but at home they know who you are, and that really meant a lot to me. I was given the Lewis M. Brown Conflict Prevention Award at the LA County Bar. I was the first one to receive the award after Lou's death. That made a very big difference to me. The ABA has an incredible impact on me, and the fact that I won 2 awards means a lot. Both of them in their own right, I could speak for hours about the people who came before me, but one of them is the Lawyer as Problem Solver Award from the Dispute Resolution section, and then I agreed to chair that committee after I got the award. But second is a Lifetime Legal Access Award from the ABA, which I was very proud of, am very proud of. If you come to my office, you'll see they sit right there on my credenza. To me, every time I have an opportunity to keynote a country's or a state's conference, to me it's an honor. So I won't go into those, but I will say to be as, along with John Landy and Julie McFarland, the Frank Sander Lecturer this year at the ABA Dispute Resolution Conference is very humbling. And we were able to have the opening plenary, and it was just to be on the stage with those 2 people was a real moment. And I hope we had some things to say that will bring the profession further along in the years to come. The end of the 90s was a very important time for me because I made another decision. From the end of the 70s to the end of the 90s, I had been working in my own practice. I'd had some partners. I had done litigation. I had done mediation. I had done unbundling. But as Nancy Cameron says, I was trying to ride 2 horses, and I needed to focus on one. And so I was afraid of eating tuna casserole 4 times a week, but I decided I would give up the litigation forever. And I didn't know whether I would starve, and we have children, and I was afraid they wouldn't have money to go to college, but I also had a sense that I wanted to follow my heart. Little did I know, my practice went up 33% my first year. There are lots of litigators, but very few lawyers who specialize, as the collaborative movement asks us to at least put our focus into peacemaking and refined settlement. And it's one of the things now that I never have I believe people should make a living any way they can, as long as it's ethical, and litigating one case and being collaborative on another is fine. If for some people, I found that after 20 years of doing it, so I could do it, that I was released, and my practice followed it. It became a little higher end. My hourly rate increased. It turns out that extra focus on my non-litigation resulted in 3 books being written in 4 years. 97 was Complete Guide. My unbundling book by the ABA was in 2000, and probably the book that I had been most proud of until my recent one in collaborative practice, that of Mediation Career Guide, was in 2001. And I wanted to just say why I have spent some time trying to help professionals, lawyers starting, but now other divorce professionals, make a better living? I think it's because the public needs a stable inventory of experienced professionals that it takes years and years to get good at. And I hate to think that people were pressured out of it, so they go back into litigation, or if they were financial professionals, into selling stocks, or if they were mental health professionals doing managed care. I wanted them to be able to do mediation, collaborative practice, other legal access areas. So I had to learn. I don't have a business background, so I learned it and then adapted it to help lawyers and mediators make a living. And that is actually, it's very funny. That is what often draws people all over the world to have me come and speak. But what I really enjoy doing is talking about peacemaking at the table as well. But it has given me a synergy of both areas. And that's, I'm able to do and meet wonderful people everywhere. The last few years, I've really been able to focus on a peacemaking practice. I now do half mediation and half collaborative. Actually, half mediation is a neutral. The other half is collaborative, unbundling, and I do premarital agreements, transactional agreements. I love giving people a start on their relationships. It's very satisfying. I'm 62. I run to the office. I like it. I love the people that come into my life. I don't see retirement anytime soon. They may have to cart me away. I'm playing competitive golf again, so it all came back. Being in this kind of practice gives me the chance to take my Friday afternoons off and don't have to report to judges. Relationships with colleagues are the best they've ever been. They've always been good, but not having to fight with other family lawyers over cases and be able to work with them has been just a joy. So if you're looking at someone who's very happy with his career, it's real true. And I think if I get any real pleasure, it's mentoring as Lou mentored me, to give personal supervision to lawyers and to mediators and collaborative professionals, one-on-one and in groups. I do it monthly. We have an advanced peacemakers group that meets in my office. They decide what they want to learn, and we do it deep, not broad. And I'm just hoping that if anyone is looking at this tape on your wonderful website, they will see that they can do it too, in their own way. They won't do it my way, they'll do it their way. But there are opportunities for doing well by doing good, that there's so much conflict in the world, and so many people who need the services that we are trained and willing to provide. And I'm hoping that there'll be a number of other opportunities in the future.